What up, people? This is Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. I'm Glass.
I'm Brandon.
The best tag team tandem out here in sports talk, about to give you a special episode. The 2018 NBA Playoffs Round 2 picks episode here, where me and Brandon are going to give you our picks for the second round. The first round picks are on our blog page at getwithsports.wordpress.com. We did pretty good. I mean, everybody basically knew how the first round was going to be, with the exception of New Orleans Pelicans and Portland Trail Blazers. We didn't see that coming.
Nobody see that coming.
Nah. And I think that's the only one that we missed.
And the swept.
Exactly. So we're going to give you a quick recap of the first round. Western Conference. Utah Jazz defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder 4-2 in the series. New Orleans Pelicans swept the Portland Trail Blazers 4-0. Houston Rockets over the Minnesota Timberwolves 4-1. Golden State Warriors over the San Antonio Spurs 4-1 in the East. Toronto Raptors over the Wizards 4-2. Philadelphia 76ers over the Miami Heat 4-1. Cleveland Cavaliers over the Indiana Pacers 4-3. Game 7 was yesterday. It was a good game, too. And the Boston Celtics over Milwaukee Bucks 4-3. Good series so far in the first round. But let's get into our picks on the second round. First up, we're gonna just jump in the East. Number 1, Toronto Raptors versus the number 4 Cleveland Cavaliers. I wish I could keep it real. Well, I am going to keep it real. That's stupid. I guess I want to say I wish I didn't have to pick it this way, because the Toronto Raptors, I'll just put it like this. The Cleveland Cavaliers is the Moby Dick for the Toronto Raptors. One of the things that they just can't beat or catch. For the past 3 to 4 years, the Cleveland Cavaliers had the Toronto Raptors number, mostly because the Toronto Raptors didn't have like playoff veterans on that team at the beginning. Excuse me. LeBron James, I'm just gonna keep it real. LeBron James was a big factor, and Kyle Lowry doesn't come to play every game. There's that one game where he just had a brain fart. He forgot how to play, whatever. It kind of like, to me, it's like mentally get to him. So with that being said, the Raptors, number 1 in the East at the end of the season, did a good job with the Washington Wizards. Moving up now, they're moving with the Cavaliers. Now, Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan got to have a perfect series. I ain't gonna say they have a perfect game, but I ain't gonna say perfect. They have to play grade A ball.
Consistent.
Thank you. Grade A ball this series in order to have a chance. DeMar DeRozan has impressed me with his shooting. He shoots the 3-pointers better. Now they got Serge Ibaka, got a little muscle down low, rebounds, and he can shoot the 3. They always had Jonas Valanciunas. I think there was a couple of series where he was injured. But now he's healthy. He's playing in this game. Fred VanVleet is a surprise. He in the running for the 6th man of the year. So they have, to me, a better chance of beating the Cavaliers. With that being said, listen, Cavaliers, LeBron James. As long as you got LeBron James on your team, you definitely got a chance. I don't care who's in the lineup. But I'm going to tell you this, Brandon. I'm going to say this right now. In the first round, all the games that the Cavaliers won over the Pacers, LeBron James had to score over 40 points. This last game, game 7, in the press conference after the game, he even said, "I'm tired. I just want to go home and get some rest." He was cramping up in this game, had to lead the game. drink some more Gatorade. They say he constantly drink Gatorade and water to hydrate himself, but he still had a case of cramps in his last game. I think they say he played the most minutes so far in the playoffs with 288 minutes. He leads in scoring. I can't remember what it was, but key thing is that he's played the most minutes out of everybody in this playoffs. He can't keep up doing this. He can't keep up scoring 40 points. People got to step up on that team. George Hill. Now, George Hill, he got an ailment. I think he got back spasms where he had to get an epidural shot so he can't play, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Kyle Korver showing up. He doing his part, I have to admit. Jeff Green, Kevin Love, so. The main one that's not showing up to me is J.R. Smith in his shooting. That's what LeBron needs. He can't keep scoring 40 points for the rest of this for the rest of the playoffs. Larry Nance, you got rookies, Larry Nance. What's the other guy? Clarkson, Hood coming from Utah. Tristan Thompson showed up in this game. They finally let him play, and he showed out in game 7 of the first round. So you got to be all hands on deck. I'm just going to keep it, just let you know right now. I hate to say it. I want the Raptors to win. I just think, like I said, LeBron James and the Cavaliers are their Moby Dick. It's going to go 5 to 6 games, but I'm going to pick the Cavaliers over the Raptors because it's like a mental thing with the Raptors. When back in the day, before Bulls started winning championship, Detroit Pistons was their Moby Dick. They had Big Dem in order to get over the hump. I wish that they were ready this time, and they could be. Well, like I said, Serge Ibaka, Valanciunas, ready. But right now, today, I'm picking the Cavaliers over the Raptors. What say you, bro?
Well, all that was true. All this good stuff.
Right. Thank you.
But I don't think Cleveland can play consistently enough. When it's they're gonna get that one game, and I don't know what game it is. They're gonna get that one game where J.R. Smith shows up, play outstanding, and they think the whole world gonna change. J.R. is back. I one game. I don't know which game it is. He always does that in every series. I don't think Cleveland's going to beat these guys in this series. And I'm going to say that because, one, Cleveland don't play defense. They don't. The other team usually lay an egg, or Cleveland just had that phenomenal game where they hitting all their threes or whatever. But they not. If the other team Toronto comes to play, they'll beat Cleveland. Hell, the Pacers should have been, and I don't want to go back on that series because they lost.
Right.
But they gave Cleveland 2 games. I think in that series they gave them 2 games. So now you spoke on how LeBron, he's tired, he's dehydrated. Tough series. Toronto been resting. They've been sitting at home a week.
Right.
They ready to play. So you take that into consideration. LeBron will have to play the most minutes this series in order for him to have a chance. He will have to score the most points this series in order for him to have a chance. And I just don't think he can do it. Or even if he does do it, let's say he does do it. If Toronto stop everybody else from doing anything, it still won't be enough. LeBron still won't be able to do enough. They can't let LeBron get his 40 and then let JR get a 20-point game.
Right.
Or anybody.
Right.
For that matter. And, the Toronto, they're a better rebounding team, offensively and defensively. They're a better free throw shooting team, whatever. I think their field goal percentages are about the same. So they mirror each other in a lot of ways, but on the defensive side of the ball, I think Toronto has the edge.
Mm.
I think they
Okay.
got the edge. So that's going to tell the tale at the end of the series. I think this series is going to go 6 games.
Okay.
And I think Toronto going to beat them.
Okay. Man, you made that sound good. Made me almost want to change it, but I got to see it. I'm the Doubting Thomas right now.
I get it.
Let me ask you this. Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. The X factors for the Raptors to win this game: Serge Ibaka, like I said, Jonas Valanciunas, and Fred Van Vliet coming off the bench.
Mm.
Ibaka is the new X factor jumping on the team. Like I said before, Jonas is healthy this time, and like I said, Van Vliet running for the 6th man of the year. Those are the difference on the Raptors. And you made it sound good, and I want to pick the Raptors, but like I said, it's like LeBron James are in Kyle Lowry's head. That's the only reason why I'm picking the Cavaliers. Because like I said before, DeRozan shooting better. Kyle Lowry is that factor. I'll put it like this: Ibaka, Valanciunas, Van Vliet is a positive factor on that team. Lowry is the negative factor on that team. That's all I gotta say. Do you have anything else on that before we move on?
No.
I'll put it like this. And Dwayne Casey coaching will out coach Tyronn Lue.
Tyronn Lue
was LeBron. It's the LeBron factor that's keeping me from.
And he deserves it. He deserves it. He came out of the East. I don't know. I lost track of how many times.
Right.
So
7 straight. This is the 8th straight, I think.
Yeah, you gotta knock out the king. You can't beat him.
Gotcha. I'm with you. So those are picks for that series. Next series up in the East. Excuse me. Number 2, Boston Celtics going up against the number 3, Philadelphia 76ers. This would be an epic showdown if Boston Celtics didn't have if the Boston Celtics had Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward. But they don't. And let me just say, I like what Terry Rozier is doing right now, substituting for Kyrie Irving. That he played an excellent series in the first round. Jason Tatum, he should be in the running for the Rookie of the Year. I know, like Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell, outstanding, but Jason Tatum need to be mentioned in that group. Al Horford, veteran presence was needed for this team because he jammed his last game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Brad Stevens, he should be in running for the Coach of the Year, but they missing players. Like I said, they missing Irvin, they're missing Hayward. Now, in the last game, Jaylen Brown hamstring was strained, if I'm mistaken. So he's hobbling. Marcus Smart, I think he's still trying to get over that thumb situation. So there's a lot of injuries on that team. Then you got the Sixers, man. Everybody know about Ben Simmons. JJ Redick, he's shooting lights out. Hell, everybody on that team damn near shooting lights out. Marco Bellinelli, Dario Saric, Joel Embiid got the paint on lock. He could, he go over both shoulders. He could shoot 3 when he want to. He got good footwork. Like I think I said this at the beginning of in the middle of the season. There was a game or two where I seen his footwork. He remind me of Olajuwon. He has great potential. He has not even reached the ceiling yet. So they play defense. They can shoot the ball. I think they just have too much for the Boston Celtics. Like I said, Boston, too many injuries. They gave a good run this year. They just, like I said, injuries hampered them in the year. They was number 1. They dropped down to number 2. And they made it through the first round. I don't know if they're going to make it through the second round. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the Sixers in 6. Sixers over the Celtics in 6. What have you, bro?
Hey, them, they got a young team. They ready to go. They ready to run. That's what they've been doing pretty much all year. Um, Boston, like you said, Boston missing some pieces. They missing key pieces. So as you go deeper in the playoffs get harder. I think that maybe the advantage Boston may have, if any, in this series is they're going against a young, inexperienced team.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be big. Even though Boston don't have the scores, in Hayward and Irvin, they still play defense. They still come to play defense. They shoot the ball pretty good. They shoot it better than Philly. They shot it better than Philly this season. And that's all. They're gonna need all that because the 50-50 ball, they probably won't win against this team because this team's more athletic or whatever. They're gonna get up and down the court. If Boston can do what they do, play the half court game, whatever, and stay in the game, keep the games close, that's when they have a chance to win. I like Philly. I don't know if Philly. I don't think Philly got enough to beat Boston. Not saying Boston got all the talent and all experience, but with these teams now, I think again the stage is getting a little bit too big. Some of these these young teams and young players, whatever. So I'm gonna pick Boston. I'm gonna say Boston's gonna hold serve. I don't even know who's the favorite in this series. On paper, it's Philly, but I think Boston's gonna hold serve and win this series. I'm gonna pick Boston in 7.
Wow. Okay. I like that. I can see that happening. The injuries, man. I think the Jaylen Brown hamstring injury is the X factor for this series. And I hear what you're saying. The Sixers are young and everything, but they got excuse me, a veteran presence in JJ Redick and Marco Bellinelli coming off the bench. I think that's gonna help them out. And I think Joel Embiid got in his mind that, we're gonna run through everybody. If he stay healthy, I can see the Sixers. So okay, I like that, man. I like that. Anything else you want to say about this?
No,
I'm putting it to you like this, bro. I'm gonna say it right now before we get to the Eastern Conference Finals. If Philly makes it there and Cavaliers make it there, Sixers gonna win that one. Sixers got that. I'm gonna tell you right now. Sixers got that locked up.
I gotta believe anybody. I'm not even putting Cleveland in the finals,
no.
But I think I didn't say it early. Oops, but
I'm with you. LeBron can't keep doing this. He is a phenomenal player. He's top 5 right now. I'm gonna put it out there right now. He's that dude. He's human also.
Well, I think he facing 2 teams that can be his team, not him, but his team.
Right. Okay. I'm with you. I like that. I hope you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, man. Let's go to the West. Number 1, Houston Rockets, which this series already started. Number 1, Houston Rockets over number 5, Utah Jazz. Houston up 1 game. They played last night. I think they handily beat the Utah Jazz. With that being said, the Rockets got too much for the Jazz. Jazz, I applaud you guys. You guys made it here. You guys got over the Oklahoma City Thunder handedly 4-2. But the Rockets, they loaded. Chris Paul, James Harden. That's all you need right now. He's a human offensive weapon by himself. Chris Paul to run the offense, play hellified defense on the opposite opposing guard. I can say Trevor Ariza really hasn't showed up like he has last year or in the past. He might turn the switch on right now. Clint Capella should get most improved this year because he is jamming on defense. I think he's leading the league in total rebounds. I can't remember how many it was, but he's leading the league in total rebounds. Eric Gordon coming off the bench. They basically, that's all they need. Jalen Green might have a game where he be explosive like he did in the first round.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz, Donovan Mitchell, my pick for Rookie of the Year. Joe Ingles, shooting lights out, especially in the first series. Rudy Gobert is Rudy Gobert, block shots, rebounds. Derek Favors even stepped up. But once again, they got Jay Crowder coming off the bench pretty good. But the Houston Rockets, there's a reason why they number one in the West. All offense. Mike D'Antoni, he's doing the same damn thing he was doing when he was coaching Phoenix. We're just gonna shoot lights out, run the ball. I ain't gonna say the Houston Rockets mirrored the Phoenix Suns back in the day when he coached over there with Amari Stoudemire and Steve Nash.
Yeah.
But dude, they just gonna rough shot till they meet the Golden State Warriors. That's all I gotta say. So I'm picking the Rockets over the Jazz. Jazz, they give a valiant effort. Rockets is just too much. What you got, bro? Oh, yeah. They gonna win it in. They're gonna win it in 5. Gentlemen's sweep.
Gentlemen's sweep. You gotta give them a game just for getting there.
Yes, exactly. So
you get the game for getting there, but like you said, I think Houston Rockets, this is a formality to them, even though it's the second round or whatever. They already got their eyes set, on the next round, which they assume like everybody else will be the Golden State Warriors. So yeah, they went through freaking Utah like a hot knife through butter, and they didn't look back. I saw plays where Utah was at least a step and a half, 2 steps behind, Houston the entire game. And they may move closer the next game. I don't think they're going to win a game in Houston. They're going to probably win that first one back in Utah, when they get back there. But this team is definitely too much for them. Utah is a good defensive team. They just don't have the bodies, to keep up with these guys. That's which is a big thing. Houston, they out rebound, they shoot more, they hoisting them up. They put up 50 or 63 pointers on you like nothing, and that's just too much for a team that's that's going to hit 40% of them. So yeah, I too like Houston in 5 in this series.
Got you down for it. Cool. And I have to go ahead and put it out there. I have to give Quinn Snyder a nod for Coach of the Year. He's one of the candidates because number one, we're talking about the Utah Jazz. He lost Gordon Hayward. He lost Joe Johnson. He got a rookie running everything. And Ricky Rubio is playing halfway decent. He's going to be I don't think he's playing this series because of his hamstring.
But he has a hamstring also, right. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but I had to give Quinn Snyder some,
It wouldn't have made
it. You're right. I have to give Quinn Snyder a nod for Coach of the Year because he's doing the damn thing over there with the Utah Jazz roster. So just had to put it out there. But yeah, me and Brandon got Rockets in 5. Last series, we got the number 2 Golden State Warriors. Excuse me, going up against the number 6 New Orleans Pelicans. We did not see the New Orleans Pelicans doing this. We didn't know they was going to sweep the Portland Trailblazers. I think the Portland Trailblazers was number 3 seed. They just, like you said, ran through them like hot knife through butter. That's what this was right here. They annihilated.
Yeah,
annihilated them. Rajon Rondo is the playoff. Rajon Rondo is what we're seeing right now. Drew Holiday, he put the clamps on Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying? Defensively, he did his job on offense. Like we said last week, Antoine Moore played out of his body, shoot offensively. Anthony Davis ain't nothing much to say about Anthony Davis. He gonna come just ball out. I think he averaged a couple of 40-point games during the season. I think he did it 1-2 times in the playoffs. And coming off the bench, Nikola Mirotic. Alvin Gentry did a good job out there in New Orleans. But we talking about the Golden State Warriors. Do we even need to talk about this? They've been to 3 NBA finals, and won 2. Ain't too much changed on this lineup other than Stephen Curry being hurt. But I don't think they even gonna need Stephen Curry in this series. Then what they got lined up now is good enough. Klay Thompson, lights out. Kevin Durant, lights out. Draymond Green controlling the boards, controlling the paint. Iguodala's doing what Iguodala do. Sean Livingston coming off the bench. JaVale McGee. Ever since he's been on this team, he's been a potent player on this team. He might have been a clown on Washington, Denver, all these other teams, but he's showing up on this roster. Steve Kerr got this team ready. I think this is one of them teams where during the second half of the season, they couldn't wait to make it to the playoffs. I think they were 7-10 in the last 17 games because they were like, okay, we ain't number one. We ain't going to try to be the number one seed. We just want to make it to the playoffs. Now they're in the playoffs, the light switch is on. So with that being said, man, easily, I'm going to say the Golden State Warriors over the Pelicans. Pelicans playing with house money. Congratulations, you made it through the first round. You made it to the playoffs, let alone the first round. But the Warriors will move on. Gentlemen sweep. I got got the Warriors at 5.
You got the Warriors. Okay.
What say you?
Hey, like you said, they made it to the second round. If they were seeded differently, who knows? But yeah, they look like a deer in headlights the other day. And I think Steve Kerr, he really threw a monkey wrench in the thing when he didn't start a center. He actually went small. You remember this? So they just really man. And you know what? And New Orleans, they kind of like that pace, and they kept up with him for a little while. But these guys, they just never quit. They just nonstop. You know. So, and you down 25, 30 points anytime this game without Steph. You just know it's going to be a long series. You know, they just never look back. I don't know what New Orleans can do. This ain't Portland. You know, this team gonna run from jump ball to the last shot of the buzzer or whatever. And you say, well, gentlemen sweep one game. Yeah, I give them that. You gotta give them a game just for making it there.
Yeah.
I don't know which game, but you gotta give them a game for making it there. Portland didn't win a game though. I don't know.
Right.
Portland didn't win the game. We didn't see that coming at all. Everybody had Portland winning that series. But hey, I like New Orleans. I like the Pelicans. I like Anthony Davis or whatever. But he's just gonna anytime he can't create his own shot.
Right.
That's the whole thing. And they're going to give Rondo so much hell that, it's just Rondo, he's not a scorer at all. He used to be giving up the ball or whatever. Now he got to give it up to guys Golden State play defense. They play one of the better defensive teams in the league, as well as capable of putting up 40 points in a quarter on you. So it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be interesting to see what they second game against these guys, but yeah, they can only learn from this series. They can only learn from it. So yeah, I'm taking Golden State in 5 also.
Okay, cool. Well, there you have it, people. Those are picks. Quick recap. Both me and Brandon different in the East. I have the Cavaliers in 6. Brandon have the Raptors at 6. I have the 76ers in 6. Brandon have the Celtics in 7. And we both agree Houston Rockets, Golden State Warriors, gentlemen sweep in the West. There you go. It's going to be a good season. It's a good playoffs, right? I have to admit. It's very, very entertaining playoffs right here. So we'll see how this goes. We'll be back with y'all with the next round, with the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. So anything to say before we close shop, bruh?
No, I just hate I can't see a lot of these games. You know, they used to be
That's
my thing,
right.
30 games and 33 nights.
Okay.
Yeah, or vice versa. Yeah. So oh well.
Okay, right. But we'll be here hopefully Thursday with our regular schedule. 2 cent deposit on sports. This is just a special edition, so we get our round 2 picks in. I'm your boy Glass.
And I'm Brandon,
the best tag team out here in sports talk. You can find let me go through the ritual. You can find me on Twitter at Get With Sports. You can find my partner here, Brandon, at LEB412. I'm gonna have the picks on our blog page at getwithsports.wordpress.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Get With Sports. Follow our audio on the Spreaker app. Search for Get With Sports Media. Click follow so you can get all our episodes on Spreaker app. You can follow us on our YouTube channel, Get With Sports 2. And email us if you got any questions, comments, or just want to shoot the ish at getwithsports2. That's number 2 at gmail.com. As always, be good, be safe, get with it. Peace.